Of yesterday, the game we got now is the Steelers versus the Falcons. I'm not going to lie. I expected this game to actually be way more low scoring than this and not as exciting. And the storyline was perfect. Arthur Smith coming back to Atlanta, Justin Fields, a team that didn't want him. He's from the Georgia area, from the Atlanta area. You know what I mean? So I saw the narrative being written. Pittsburgh basically is having a homecoming visit for Atlanta. And then on top of that, Raheem and the whole quarterback situation, the two quarterbacks, the direction of the draft, so it was one of those things where like, all right, the storyline of this game is actually good, but it's not going to be high scoring like people think it is. I'm going to tell you right now, this game actually was very, very vengeful for Pittsburgh. And the reason why I say this is because if you're Pittsburgh, you should be happy you won this game in a lot of reasons. One, I think he got his swagger back, Justin Fields. As much as we want to talk bad about him and this and that, he can't make his second read, third read, hell, he always wants to run. Let him play his game. And I think that's what Pittsburgh did. It wasn't pretty, no. Do I think Pittsburgh has a lot of offensive power? I think they have a great run game. I don't think they have amazing receivers. Now, before y'all attack me in the comments and say, what about Pickens? Oh, stop. Look, I don't think Pittsburgh has a receiving core that they had in the 2010s. They don't have that like they used to because I don't think they had a quarterback to believe in to get those receiving cores. But I think if they make some trades in the season and get some guys, get some pieces, I see the vision here. Because Russell's gonna come back, and Mike Thomas is gonna probably play the hot hand. And if we're talking X's and O's, yeah, Fields had 156, no touchdowns, but to go with that 156, he also had 57 rushing yards. I know you don't want your best option at running back to be your quarterback, but you actually have Jalen Warren and Najee Harris deep in the. If you're gonna make a playoff run, you kind of want a running back committee, not Justin Fields, but I'm just saying like Najee Harris and Jalen Warren. So you got the running back core down, receiving wise, Pickens, tight end form, It's just one of those things where I think watching the Steelers play, their defense really stepped up, kind of giving me old school Pittsburgh vibes. 2 picks yesterday, a couple of sacks actually now that I'm looking at the tape. So, they did what they needed to do at an average, and they were better than average yesterday if you looked at the rest of the league when it came to defenses. So, Pittsburgh got it. TJ Watt and the boys going to take care of the other side of the ball. I'm just saying, hey, go ahead and invest if you're Pittsburgh. Make those shots, take those opportunities, do what you got to do. Now, I will say this. When Russ does get 100%, how will that work? I don't know. But if I were them, I would not release the statement of who's starting. I would literally do that as a strategy for the other team because they don't know who to prepare for. With that being said on that one. Now, switch to the other side of the ball. What the hell? You spent, okay. Let's do some history here for Atlanta. What did Kendrick say? Bear with me, y'all. Cause what? Before we go down this journey, you had Desmond Ridder last year. And Desmond Ridder was known for throwing interceptions and when it mattered most, when the world needed you most, he vanished on my avatar type stuff. What is going on with Desmond Ridder? You get rid of him. He's no longer an issue. You go pay $150 million, and we talked about this in the offseason. ESPN talked about this. That's how you know this is a serious issue. What does he do? The exact same damn thing Ridder does. You paid me $150 million. It's Kirk Cousins. It's your favorite kinfolk. He didn't deserve the money. He came off of an injury. I am Drake London, Kyle Pitts, and Bijan Robinson all should have been ecstatic that they have a quarterback throw the ball to. This man put up 1 touchdown, 2 picks. 155 yards. 16 for 26. Hey, look here, cuz. Look here, man. Hey, what they say in Atlanta? Hey, shorty. Hey, shorty, go on start the other dude. You made a mistake. eat the 150 meal, go on, bring in Penix. Bring in Penix, bro. Now looking back, I'm saying it wasn't a bad draft pick because, dude, oh, God, Lee, if you are an Atlanta fan, I feel so sorry for you because it's just you had the Matt Ryans, the Michael Vicks, and then you got this issue going on. I don't know what you call it. This is the what do you call that, the quiet period of the Falcons, because this is horrible, bro. And even when you look at it, like no receivers really just broke out. Like only one that had one was McLeod for a 52. It just looked really bad. Now, defensively, they got a couple of sacks yesterday, which is cool. Matt Judon, obviously a big help. But outside of that, man, the Falcons, man, that offense is so powerful. It makes you wonder, when Arthur Smith was there, was it really the quarterback holding him back? You know what I mean? And we see that now. So it's one of those things where the way the ball bounces, freak plays did happen in this game too. Like, let's not get carried away here, right? Sometimes in football, things just don't go your way. Now, that is true. You know what I mean? But when you look at this, Atlanta shouldn't have even had it. Shouldn't have been close. Atlanta should have took care of business. Atlanta was favored to win. Atlanta has the better roster when it comes to talent on the offensive side of the ball. Defense, Pittsburgh got that. I'll give them that. But it shouldn't have been this way. Should not have been this way, right? So that's how I look at it. We'll see what happens as the two teams regroup next week. But going into the next segment, who else we got on the list?